In this section, we're going to talk about a few vocab words. The first vocab word is brand equity. I decided to come to the grocery store to give you an in-person view of what it is. Basically what brand equity means, though, is that it's that competitive advantage that brands get based on their logo and who they are. So if you think of brands like Starbucks, Disney, Amazon, Target, Nike, people will pay extra compared to their competitors for basically the same product just because of what the product is. So I'm going to give you an actual example here in the supermarket. So the first one, you look at the Starbucks coffees. Look at this, is 66.6 cents per full ounce. If we walk down here, we check out the local brand. These ones are a whole 20 cents cheaper per full ounce. So you can see the difference. Is it the same coffee? Potentially it's the same coffee, but people will pay extra because that one's Starbucks. That's what brand equity is. The next one is brand personality. Brand personality is another way of thinking like a brand. It's like a person. I mean, a brand really is similar to a person as it develops. And so if you look at your favorite brands, how would you describe their personality? You know, for me, I look at brands like Nike. I like Zara, the clothes. I'm a huge fan of Zara. Look at the personality of that. To me, I look at a brand like Zara and I think like they're sleek, kind of cutting edge, but yet still professional to wear in the workplace, things like that. Like this shirt right here that I'm wearing is actually Zara. And so that kind of describes to me someone that I want to be, but that personality also matches my personality. So brands have personality just like people do. So one thing you always have to remember inside of marketing is what you think on the inside is important, but really ultimately what matters is how you are perceived on the outside, how your customers view you. And so you always have to be checking in with your customers and staying in constant contact with them so that you can get a connection with them and understand how do they actually view you. Because if you remember in the very beginning of this lesson, we did the map, right? We did kind of that cross type of thing. We filled it out and it's always changing. It never stays the same. And if you don't stay connected with your customers and know what they view you don't know how you're sitting, and then you are kind of stuck or you're floating around and you're just guessing. And potentially you could be saying the wrong things. The last vocab word we have for the day is brand repositioning. And this is one of my favorite. A great example of this is Subway. So if you go way back to videos on YouTube from the 1980s, Subway was all about we're the biggest, baddest, kind of like we're bigger than fast food chains like McDonald's and Burger King. You can get a foot-long sub. Well, they started struggling a little bit. Then this guy named Jared came along and he changed Subway's whole entire image and actually put Subway on the map and made them massive because Subway became 100% focused on health. Unfortunately, Jared sort of fell off the track, but at that time, for about 20 years, Subway was 100% healthy food. And then to make a change, after Jared went to jail and they had to strip everything, they came out as sort of a retro hip brand. They have now skateboarders in their commercials and they're trying to do like hip hop music, kind of streetwear type of thing. And that's where Subway is at today. So in over a 30, 40 year span, they have changed themselves 2-3 times, but it seems to always be working for the better. And so that's an example of brand repositioning. Today's lesson was pretty massive. It was 3 videos. All the videos are pretty long. But hopefully by the end, you should be able to name the points of parity and points of difference of some of your favorite brands. Remember, points of parity are things that are similar, and points of difference are things that are different.